Welcome to the vertical flight autopilot training. Vertical flight can be tricky, but by using the autopilot, you'll be a master in no time. First, make sure the engines are tilted at 90 degrees. Enable the hover autopilot mode. Also, enable the altitude autopilot mode. The hover mode will assist you in staying upright and keeping your horizontal velocity under control. The altitude mode, when combined with the hover mode, will take control of the engines and convert inputs into climb or descent rates. In this mode, keeping your throttle lever centered will hold you in a hover. Then you can raise or lower the throttle to climb or descend. You can check the position of the throttle lever on the altitude control status indicator on the HUD. When using the hover autopilot modes, keep your left thumb away from the tilt control. Any engine tilt less than 90 will disengage the hover autopilot. Go ahead and lift the throttle to full to take off. Keep climbing until you reach your target altitude. The autopilot will limit your ascent rate to a safe speed. Okay, now set the throttle lever to the midpoint to hover at this altitude. Now you can use the joystick to move around horizontally. The hover autopilot will handle attitude control, so you just have to tilt the joystick in the direction you want to go. You can also twist the joystick to yaw. You can keep track of your relative horizontal velocity by using this indicator on the HUD. As you move around, study how the autopilot handles the vehicle. It'll help you when you try manually flying it later. Let's try flying into some targets. Try hovering at the next series of waypoints. Great, now let's try to land back on the helipad. Bring yourself to a stop by centering the throttle to hold your altitude and steering the stick in the opposite direction of your horizontal velocity indicator. Use your yaw control to rotate towards the helipad. Begin to move towards the pad. Adjust your altitude control and steer your velocity vector so that it points just above the pad. As you approach the pad, slow your forward speed and rate of descent by pulling back on both the throttle and the joystick. Remember to keep making very small adjustments. Adjust your rate of descent and bring it down nice and gently. Touchdown. Throttle down and enable the brake locks. Congratulations, that completes the tutorial. Next time we'll learn about manual vertical flight and transitioning into horizontal flight.